You're back, you brilliant explorer of all things fascinating. Welcome to another deep dive.
Yes, welcome.
Today, we grab a handful of compelling sources. You know the drill, extract the knowledge you need to fuel that curiosity.
And today, our destination is, well, it's beneath the surface of Texas.
That's right, we're venturing into the, I have to say, breathtaking caverns of Sonora.
A truly captivating subject. And for this deep dive, we've gathered insights from, well, quite a few places.
Hi.
Atlas Obscura for that adventurous spirit, Untamed Science for the scientific view,
Okay.
Texas Hill Country, the San Angelo Standard-Times for local color, the Texas State Historical Association for the history,
Right?
and even a detailed geomorphology and hydrogeology study. So quite comprehensive.
Nice range. So our mission today is pretty straightforward. Unearth the history, spotlight the geological wonders, and share the really unique bits about the caverns of Sonora.
Exactly. Consider this your express ticket to getting clued in on this Texas treasure.
Packed with surprises, hopefully just enough wonder, maybe to inspire your next adventure. Okay, so this incredible place, it wasn't always a tourist spot, right? How did it even get discovered?
Well, the first sort of glimpse was way back in 1900.
1900, okay.
Yeah, the entrance was found on a guy named Stanley Mayfield's ranch. But interestingly, serious exploration didn't really kick off until 1955.
Wow, 1955. So like 55 years later?
Pretty much.
Oh.
For over half a century. It was just there, mostly unknown.
It's amazing to think about, isn't it, what secrets the Earth holds. So once they started looking in 55, did things move quickly?
They did, actually. A pretty big section, 1,800 feet, was open to the public in 1960.
Okay.
And then just a year later, 1961, they opened another 1,700 feet.
So they were keen to share it.
Seems like it. And by the middle of 1979, the public tour route was already 1.5 miles long.
A mile and a half underground. That gives you a real sense of, venturing somewhere significant.
Definitely. It shows real dedication, balancing, sharing it with, obviously trying to protect it.
Right. Now, Texas has some pretty impressive landscapes above and below ground. What makes Sonora stand out so much? Why is it globally significant?
Well, funny thing is, it's not actually that big. About 7.5 miles long, maybe.
Uh-huh.
And no truly massive rooms like you find in some other famous caves.
Really? So it's not the size.
No, not the size. It's the intensity of the beauty. One source, and I love this quote, says its beauty cannot be exaggerated even by Texans.
Huh. Okay, coming from a Texan source, that is saying something. High praise indeed. But what is it? What makes it so visually stunning?
It's mainly down to the helictites.
Helictites. Okay, I've heard the term. Remind me.
They're these incredible, delicate formations that seem to just ignore gravity. They twist and turn in all directions.
Not just straight down like stalactites.
Exactly. And while lots of caves might have a few, Sonora has hundreds of them. Just an amazing abundance and variety.
Hundreds. Wow. And what kind of shapes? You mentioned variety.
Oh, all sorts. Some look like thin soda straws. Others are more complex, kind of like fish fins. Delicate, intricate shapes. It's this concentration and diversity that's really world-class.
Fish fins
Yeah.
that grow sideways from a cave wall. Okay, that sounds surreal. How do they even form?
It's complex, involving water seeping through tiny pores and, well, capillary action, air currents. The exact physics are still debated, actually.
Right.
But it creates these almost whimsical, unpredictable shapes, like nature's abstract art.
Okay, I'm picturing it. And wasn't there one specific formation? The really famous one.
Ah, yes. You must mean the butterfly.
That's the one.
It's definitely the star attraction. It's this incredible pair of symmetrical fishtail helictites.
Symmetrical.
Perfectly symmetrical, yeah. And together they form this unmistakable shape of a butterfly. It's stunning.
A butterfly made of rock formed over millennia.
Exactly. And it's considered unique. You won't find another one like it anywhere else in the world. It's been photographed countless times for books, documentaries. It's the image of the Caverns of Sonora.
Just incredible. A natural masterpiece. Okay, let's dig into the geology. How did this whole underground world even form? Take us back.
We need to go way back. Millions of years ago, Cretaceous period, this whole area of Texas was underwater. An ancient sea.
Right, lots of Texas was.
And the bedrock here is mostly limestone. Limestone, as you know, can be dissolved by slightly acidic water. Groundwater, over vast amounts of time, slowly dissolved pockets and channels in the rock.
So the sea laid down the limestone, and then water started carving it out from within.
Precisely. Then eventually the sea level dropped, the sea receded, leaving these empty chambers behind.
Okay.
But the water kept dripping, seeping down through the rock, carrying dissolved minerals, mostly calcite. As this water dripped into the empty caves and evaporated slightly, it left those minerals behind.
Building up layer by layer.
Tiny layer by tiny layer, over millions of years, forming the stalactites, the stalagmites, the flowstones, and of course, those amazing helictites.
It's mind-boggling, isn't it, those timescales? Is it still happening? Are the caves still changing?
Oh, absolutely. That's another remarkable thing about Sonora. About 90% of the cave system is considered active or alive.
90% alive? What does that mean exactly?
It means water is still actively seeping in, depositing minerals, and the formations are still growing, maybe incredibly slowly, from our perspective, but geologically speaking, it's dynamic.
So when you visit, you're not just seeing ancient history, you're seeing geology in action.
Exactly. A living cave, it really adds another dimension to it.
It really does. Now, for anyone listening whose adventurous spirit is piqued, where exactly is this place?
It's in Sutton County, Texas, about 8 miles west of the town of Sonora. It's conveniently just off Farm Road, 1989.
Okay. And geologically, what's the wider context?
It's part of the Edwards Plateau karst region.
Karst, right. We hear that term with caves. Remind us what that signifies.
Karst is basically a landscape formed from the dissolution of soluble rocks. Think limestone, dolomite, gypsum. It's characterized by sinkholes, underground streams, and crucially for us, caves. Lots of caves.
And the Edwards Plateau is a major karst area.
Oh, yes. It's a significant one, comparable in scale and complexity to other big karst regions in the U.S.
So prime cave forming territory. Did the study you mentioned say anything specific about why this area formed such unique caves like Sonora?
It did. It pointed out that it's not just about having limestone.
Yeah.
It's about the lithostratigraphy.
The litho what now?
Lithostratigraphy. Basically, the specific rock layers. Things like the exact mix of calcite and dolomite in the limestone, how thick the layers are, and importantly, the pattern of fractures and joints in the rock.
The cracks that let the water in.
Exactly. Those specific factors in the Edwards Plateau created the perfect conditions for water to circulate in just the right way to form Sonora and its particularly delicate features like the helictites.
So a very specific geological recipe. Fascinating. Now, shifting gears a bit, because I understand something unfortunate happened recently involving the famous butterfly.
Yes, sadly. Around Thanksgiving, late 2024.
Yeah.
It seems a piece of the butterfly was broken off during a tour.
Oh no, how much of it?
Reports say about a third of the right wing.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Something so unique and fragile, formed over countless years, damaged just like that. What happened next?
Well, the cavern staff, understandably devastated, made a public plea. They asked for the piece to be returned, no questions asked.
Hoping to repair it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They wanted to attempt reattachment.
Yeah.
The authorities apparently narrowed down the time frame when it happened, but they didn't release that specific time publicly.
Why not?
Probably to avoid spooking whoever did it, hoping they might return the piece quietly. It's a very delicate situation.
It really highlights the vulnerability, doesn't it? Even in a place that's managed and supervised.
It really does. And it sparked a lot of discussion, too.
About what?
About cave protection in general, especially in Texas, where most caves are on private land. Are the laws strong enough? How do we balance access with preservation? It's a tough question.
A constant balancing act. And you mentioned private land, who actually owns and runs the Caverns of Sonora.
It's privately owned, yes. It's been in the same family, the Ingham family, for 5 generations now.
5 generations. Wow, that's some serious family history tied to the place.
Absolutely, a deep connection. And it shows in how they manage the tours, I think.
How so? What are the tours like?
They're known for being quite small, actually. Usually around 12 people plus the guide.
That does sound small for a major attraction.
It is. Apparently, they're among the smallest guided cave tours in the country. It makes for a more, intimate and maybe less impactful experience on the cave environment.
Definitely sounds preferable to huge crowds in such a delicate space.
Right. And they've even talked about maybe making them even smaller, like 8-person tours.
Really?
Yeah, though they mentioned that might affect ticket prices, understandably. But even with the small groups, they get a fair number of visitors. Around 29,000 people a year come to see it.
29,000 people experiencing it in small groups. Seems like a good balance. It's clearly a special place. Has it received any sort of official recognition for its significance?
It has, yes. The National Park Service has designated the Caverns of Sonora as a national natural landmark.
Ah, okay. That's a significant designation.
It is. It highlights its exceptional natural value on a national scale. It's not a national park, but it's recognition of its unique importance.
So as we make our way back to the surface from this deep dive, let's just recap a little.
Good idea.
We started with its discovery on a ranch back in 1900, but the real exploration didn't happen for decades.
Then, the rapid development for public tours, revealing this globally significant site, not for its size, but for its incredible beauty.
Driven by those amazing helictites, hundreds of them, and crowned by the unique butterfly formation.
We looked at the geology, the ancient sea, the limestone dissolution, the millions of years of dripping water.
And the fact that it's still alive, still forming today.
Right. Then the sad incident with the butterfly, highlighting its fragility and the whole issue of preservation versus access, especially on private land.
And the long-standing family ownership, the small tour groups, all culminating in that natural landmark status.
It's quite a story. It really emphasizes the immense timescales of geology and just how delicate these beautiful underground worlds are.
It really does. It leaves you with a real sense of awe, thinking about this intricate world hidden right beneath our feet, still changing. Maybe, just maybe, this has sparked a bit of that adventurous spirit in you listening.
Perhaps a desire to see it for yourself one day.
Yeah, and if you do go, just remember the story of the butterfly. Tread carefully, appreciate the immense time and fragility, respect the wonder.
Well said. A journey into the depths worth contemplating.
Thanks for joining us on this subterranean exploration. Until our next deep dive, keep exploring.